What if I told you that one of the biggest threats to a company's data isn't some super hacker thousands of miles away, but that little sticky note on your monitor? It sounds kind of crazy, right? But today, we're going to talk about the Clear Desk, Clear Screen principle. It's really just a set of simple, everyday habits that become your first, and honestly, your most important line of defense. Let's dive in.
I want you to actually try this. Picture your desk right now. Or if you're there, just look at it. What's on it? Is there a sticky note with a password? Maybe a draft of a sensitive report? A client's phone number scribbled on a notepad? To you, it might just look like a bit of a harmless mess. But to a thief? That's a goldmine. Seriously, a 30-second glance could be all it takes.
And that quick glance? That's it. That's the beginning of what we call unauthorized access. I know, it sounds super dramatic, like something out of a spy movie. But it's usually not about someone hacking a firewall. More often than not, it's just a casual walk by, a document left on a desk, or an unlocked screen. It's basically a quiet, open invitation for trouble.
But, and this is the important part, there's some really good news here. Protecting against this stuff is incredibly straightforward. This isn't about installing complex software or becoming a tech genius. Nope, it's about a simple but really powerful set of habits. And that's what the ClearDesk and Clear Screen policy is all about. Think of it like your own personal security shield.
So what is this policy when you boil it all down? Well, it's just a simple framework for building good habits, habits that protect our sensitive information. It's all about preventing that unauthorized access we just talked about and, at the end of the day, just making our work environment more secure for everybody. The whole idea is to make security something you don't even have to think about. It's just second nature.
Okay, let's start in the physical world. Let's talk about your desk. This is the place where all that digital information, reports, data, you name it, becomes a real, tangible thing. And that means it becomes vulnerable. So let's walk through the simple, concrete steps you can take every single day to lock it all down.
The key here isn't just about being tidy when you clock out at 5 p.m. It's about creating an environment where sensitive information, whether it's on a piece of paper, a USB drive, or a laptop, is never, ever just left exposed. You should start to think of your desk drawers as a personal vault. If you're not actively using something, it should be locked away. Simple as that. So here it is, your easy 3-step shutdown routine. It's so simple. Step 1, clear your desk. Step 2, lock it up. And step 3, this is the one everybody forgets, erase the whiteboard. You know that brainstorming session you had? The moment you walk out of that meeting room, it becomes a massive security leak. So please, wipe it clean.
All right, so your physical desk is secure, awesome. Now let's jump over to the digital world. Because, let's be honest, your computer screen is probably even more vulnerable. It's a direct window into our most sensitive data, and it's on display all day long.
Listen up, because this is probably the single most important habit you can build. Lock your screen every single time you leave your desk. I don't care if it's for 30 seconds. Make hitting Windows+L or Command+Control+Q pure muscle memory. Also, be mindful of shoulder surfing. Just a quick turn of your monitor can shield it from prying eyes. And as for passwords on sticky notes, come on. That's the digital equivalent of leaving your front door key under the welcome mat. Just don't do it. So, we've covered the what and the how, but now we get to the most important question of all. So what? Why do these tiny little habits even matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, this is where it all comes together. Let's be perfectly clear about something. This whole policy has absolutely nothing to do with being neat or organized. It is a fundamental security practice. Every single one of these habits is designed to protect what we call the CIA of our information. That's confidentiality, integrity, and availability. These are the 3 pillars of information security. And here's exactly how those small actions connect directly to those huge security principles. See? When you lock your screen, you're directly preventing unauthorized access. When you store a file in a locked drawer, you're protecting confidential information. Even just erasing a whiteboard, that's a form of proper information disposal. Every small habit you build holds up a critical pillar of our security.
And look, this isn't just some internal company preference we made up. These practices are actual cornerstones of internationally recognized security standards, like ISO 27001. So by following this policy, you are personally helping us meet a global standard for how to manage information security. That's a pretty big impact for just locking a drawer, right?
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Is your workspace, both the physical and the digital, an asset that protects our information? Or is it a liability that puts all of it at risk? The choice and the power to build that fortress is entirely yours.